Hello, just2good MOC back for another video, and today is a MOC video. I know a lot of you guys want to see more MOC videos, and here you go. I've been working on this MOC for a little while, I believe since last week, but we've been working on the idea for at least 2 or 3 months. So it's basically the Weird Al performance stage, and Weird Al is an awesome musician. He's personally my favorite musician out there, and he obviously does concerts, and we tried to capture a concert. And you may be like, why are you saying we if you just made this? Well, I didn't just make this, it was also in collaboration with my friend. So he's just a really awesome guy, and we both love Weird Al and Lego, so we thought, hey, why don't we make a Weird Al MOC? And so he made a few figures and the concept for the stage, and I made a second stage, and we basically took those 2 ideas and this was the outcome. And what was I going to say? I don't really MOC that often. The last time I MOC'd was the Owlery, and if you don't know what a MOC is, it's my own creation, basically a Lego creation. And so the Owlery I made in 2012, and I try to MOC once a year, or try to build a MOC once a year. And so this is a 2013 MOC, and I already have next year's planned. It's a surprise, and it's going to be really huge, and I might maybe do 2 MOCs next year if there's like a community project on Eurobricks or something, or a contest. But for now, here's the MOC I made, and it's a Weird Al performance stage. And so let's get straight into it. And you can see I use so many snot techniques all around. You can see that there's these parts which look like chairs because they are chair pieces. And you may ask, how did I do that? Well, I'll show you later. And there's these stairs right here, these nice speakers, which I also use snot techniques. And snot techniques mean studs not on top, which means like the studs, it's hard to explain, but you'll kind of get the gist of it. And I use lots of tiles in here to the point that there's no studs showing on the surface, and there's only a few studs showing under, which I'll show later. And you can see for this part, the 2 speakers, I use this little connector piece right here and right here, so you can put it on there, and you can position it any way you want. And I have to say, this is really sturdy. And the cool part about this is if you don't like the stairs, you could just take this part off, and it fits on pretty well. And it's basically like a stand that connects to the part with the stairs. And you can see there's this little block right here, and then there's a slot right there that you could fit the block in, so it fits perfectly onto there. And how I made this part was I used connector pieces right there, and there you go. And you can see the 2 little connector pieces connect right there, and it was made kind of like a flat surface. So this top part, which is just not a snot, but you just put that right there, and it fits on perfectly, super sturdy too. And this little microphone right here, I made with the Series 2 weightlifter weight part, and I thought that was pretty clever of me. This is probably my favorite part. This microphone, I know it's hard to believe, and the snot part right here are my favorite parts of this MOC. And you can see I use these little stage pieces, which I use in this color because these are the only ones I have, but it actually fit really well. I like the white on there, and I use them from the public transport set from 2010. And you can see the back. You might be wondering what this part is, but in Weird Al concerts, he has a big screen up there, and he puts his music videos or his clips from his movie, and he displays them on there, like in breaks or when he's performing a certain song, he'll put the music video up. And the cool part about this is that you can position it any way you want, and you'll position it like that, but I like positioning it like this because that's how it usually looks. It's kind of like slanted like that. So that is cool and all, and I'll show the Weird Al figure later. So here is the top of the stage, and we made these 2 stage lights. It was mostly his ideas for the stage lights, but I added this little studded tile piece, as I call them. And I love how he made these because he put these little panels right here that you could kind of flip and position any way you want. But I added this part where you could kind of position the lights any way you want. So you could position them sideways like that, but they look, I think, the best like this. But it's up to you, you know. There's the same identical light on that part right there. And how we did that was we put this piece right here with the Technic pins, and we put one of those Technic connector little, I forget what they're called. obviously not really good with the Technic pieces because Technic isn't my like main thing. But you could see we use that little brick right there, and so we kind of slanted it that way, but you could slant it any way you want. So there you go, like that, and it looks the best, I think, personally, when it's like this. And so it doesn't get in the way of this part right here. We had to put a little stud right there. So here is the back of the top. And so yeah, that's it for the MOC, and I hope you guys liked it, but it's not over yet because we also made a custom Weird Al figure and accordion. So here is the Weird Al figure, and it may look a little bit weird that he has a sweater on, as he usually wears like Hawaiian shirts and stuff like that, but it's because Commander Legolas made a custom version of him that basically had the same color, so I wanted to match that color when I took the pictures, and his version had little like Hawaiian flowers on it, and it was his idea to put Andrea's hair. I personally wanted, since this is like the older version, let me see, since this is the older version, I wanted to use Frodo's hair. But it's all up to him because he really like made the figures. And we used this headpiece from the Series 8 Businessman, and I thought it fit perfectly for the older Weird Al. And we're going to make a newer Weird Al, which is post 1999, where he has little non-glasses and no mustache. So we're working on that, and we'll probably reveal it later. And the accordion was actually partly his idea and partly my idea. Well, the first basis of the accordion. Okay, so let me see. I mean, it's not focusing, but the first like basis of the accordion was his idea, where he kind of put a few, there you go, plates. And when I say him, it's talking about Commander Legolas. And he put so much like separate space, and I thought that was an amazing idea because it actually looks like an accordion. And so I thought, let me improve on it, and I added a part on the back with this little fork piece, and so now Weird Al could hold it perfectly. And there you go. And my favorite part of Al's music is, of course, the polkas. That's my favorite. And then, of course, the parodies and the originals are still really cool too. And so Weird Al could play it. You just got to position it on the other hand. I'm screwing up right here. And you got this part right here, which I added, which is this little kind of, this new bracket piece from 2012, which I used on the main MOC, and I had one left over, so I thought it was really cool to make like the little part where he has a piano. So that's what I added. And so that is it for the MOC, and if you guys want to see Commander Legolas's custom minifigure, and if you want to see this set become a reality, we do have a Kuso page, and I'll show it link to the description to this project. And if it reaches 10K supporters, I'm sure LEGO would make it a real set, because Weird Al, the thing that I really like about his music is not only is it hilarious and creative, but it's also fun for the whole family. Like, I know sometimes he has a little bit of like PG rated stuff, but for the most part it's G-rated music, appropriate, and so you can play it to all your friends and family and stuff like that. So I don't really see what LEGO would find objectionable about his content. And I really do hope it reaches that, because it would be just awesome to see LEGO Weird Al. I think that's like my dream, because that's like two things I really love put together. So check out the Kuso link in the description. And there's the last look at the Al figure. And I hope you guys really enjoyed my MOC. Like I said, 2014, I'm going to make a new MOC. But that's really it for now, and I'll see you guys later. And I apologize for not having the Chima episode review, because supposedly on some provider, like television providers, they showed the show and then they didn't, so I don't know. Guess I'll make it up. So yeah, that's it, and see you guys later.